Hello there. You're still muted, Jillian.
All right, here I am. Yay!
Yeah, no worries. You know, we both tried to do the same thing at the same time. It was kind of a mess there. So that's classic Jillian and Jeff behavior.
Well, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't have a mistake.
Well, this is not even a show. This is not even one of our shows. It's a special live announcement.
That's right.
And we have 0 people watching, so we might want to wait for 1 or 2 seconds while people show up.
I'm going to play the intro video. I'm going to play the intro video and pretend this never happened. Hold on.
Oh, it sounds great. Good idea.
All right.
Help me, my brother, can you lend me a hand as I walk through this land of confusion? If we give to each other, then there's nothing to take. Let's live life for the moment before it slips away.
We gotta go back to this over here. This is a way better look for everyone right now. But anyway, so that's great. We've got people watching now, and we have a special live announcement. And I didn't remember to bring any of the crazy things you wanted me to bring. So sorry about that.
I forgot them too. So I'm lucky I'm dressed.
Fair enough. You did make it on, and we really appreciate it. So anyway, we've been teasing this and talking about it forever. We've had all kinds of problems and delays, but we are super excited to announce that the Coronavirus Collective is now available on Amazon, and we want you to buy it right now. So this is what it looks like, right?
Yes.
Proof that it's on Amazon.
Yes. You have to buy it like this second. And Jeff, do you want to tell them why we're telling them to buy it right this second?
Yes, absolutely. Well, first off, this book is benefiting charities. So the profits from the book go to benefit the charities. And we want to have the biggest impact that we possibly can. In order to have a really big impact, we need to sell a lot of copies, which is the first reason why they should buy it right now, is so that we sell more copies. That gives more money to charity. But the second reason they should buy it right now, and probably the more important reason to why they're buying it right now, as opposed to say tomorrow or next week, is that we want to get the highest possible sales rank that we can on Amazon. If we get a higher sales rank, then more people see the book. If more people see the book, then more people buy it, and we sell more copies, and more money is raised for charity. So that's the reason right there. All right, now I'm going to come back to us so they can see us while we talk.
Yeah, so please buy the book. The link is in the description, and it's available only in paperback right now. It will be available in Kindle. We want you to buy it in Kindle too, but first, please buy this paperback version because we're going to ask you to send us pictures of you holding the book. I want to talk real quick about why this is so important. 100% of the net profits are benefiting 4 very important charities. And Jeff, I want you to talk about the 2 charities you've picked first, and then I'll talk about the 2 that I've picked.
Sure. So the first charity that I picked is a charity that specializes in moving people with major medical problems back and forth from northern Kenya and remote areas of northern Kenya to hospitals and things like that. So what they do is when people have problems, they fly them. That's really it. I mean, you're 3 days by Land Rover away from a hospital and you need to have your appendix out. You want these people to exist, right? They also do things like, build wells for people that don't have water and provide food in some circumstances for people. So they're doing things to benefit their local communities, small villages spread out across the northern part of Kenya. So that's something that I'm really happy to be supporting. The other one is very similar to that. It is a outreach mission in southern Texas that specializes in helping people in northern Mexico, doing kind of similar things, training, helping with fishing villages and things like that, and helping them get so that they can live a much better quality of life. So those are the two charities that I'm supporting. Now, if we sell like 1 million copies, then we might have to nominate some more charities. But so far, I think we've probably sold 0 because the show's only been out there for 5 minutes. So,
yeah. And then the other thing you're going to see, I'm going to tell you about my personal picks for my charities now. And you're going to see this common thread. We are looking to service human beings, particularly those who are struck by poverty. Every single charity that we are donating the proceeds of this book to are those people who are probably most hit hard by coronavirus, not by illness, but by economic devastation, because they were already economically devastated, and we don't know how coronavirus is going to economically devastate them further. And so we're looking to help those people who are further economically devastated by coronavirus. So my two charities are, I'm doing the Murrieta, the St. Martha's Food Pantry right here in Murrieta, California. It's the St. Martha's Food Pantry, generally speaking, receives the food that's about to go expired or that's left over from groceries, and they hand those out to the needy families in the area, that food out to the needy families in the area. Well, as you can imagine, those needy families have increased in the last several weeks, and the amount of food has decreased. So it's become almost like a crisis. Not only that, there's a skeleton crew of volunteers. I, for one, was volunteering every single week, and I cannot go in right now because I have 2 children who have suspected coronavirus, and so I have not been able to go in and volunteer. And then there's other volunteers who have pre-existing conditions or are susceptible, so they have not been able to go in and volunteer. So the St. Martha's Food Pantry in Murrieta, California is working on a skeleton crew with skeleton supplies and feeding more families more than ever. So my proceeds will be going to them. Then also the other charity that I'm going to be donating my percentage of the profits to is going to be Project Purpose International, which is one of our authors, Katie McGill. It's her charity. Katie McGill has, for the last 15 years, has worked tirelessly in Mozambique to pull women and children off of the streets that are in sex trafficking and human trafficking situations. And so we're looking to stop human trafficking in this small part of the world. So every book you buy will benefit these 4 charities, and we're asking you, begging you, pleading with you to please buy the book today. And it's not an expensive price. It's $15, and you get an actual real life book. It makes for a great gift. So if you want to collect some now and give them out at Christmas time, that would be great. And if you want, and we're also, for every 10 books that you're going to buy, we're going to buy 10 books as well, and we'll donate those. But if you go, hey, Jillian, I bought 10 books, and you're going to buy 10 books, will you save one of those 10 books for me and get it signed? And I will do that. We'll work to get it signed for you and give you an autographed copy.
That's right. So if you do buy 10 books, you just need to send proof to either Jillian or I that you bought 10 books. If you want both of us to give you an autographed copy, then you're going to have to actually buy 20 books. So you have to send proof to both of us, and then we'll both buy 10 books. And we're going to do that for the first 5 people that do it to each of us. So yeah. A total of if you buy 10 books 5 times, that'll be it. You can go buy 50 books right now, and we'll all be happy. And then that promotion will be over. But listen, again, understand the most important thing about this is that we want you to go out and buy this book as soon as possible to benefit the charities, because it's going to make a huge difference in our sales ranking on Amazon, and that's super, super important for getting us up there right away.
Right.
And then the other thing that we want to be really clear on is this book is 100% to charity. Like, I know we've said that like 3 or 4 times, but we want you to understand Jillian and I are donating all of the profits to charity.
Yeah.
All of them. Not some, it's all.
It's all. So yeah, and I want to also before we get off, I want to thank some very special people who've helped with this book. First of all, I want to thank all 26 authors who've written in the book. And I'm not going to remember all 26 of you right now by name, but the Millers each wrote a chapter. Who we refer to as our CEO of Last Life Ever, Jason Miller, wrote one of my favorite chapters. My Aunt Joanne Stark wrote a chapter. Diana Geip wrote a chapter. My friend Marissa Wilkie wrote a chapter on how to get a better sleep during this time, which is really great. My friend Rob wrote a post on, Rob Crissell wrote wrote an essay on poetry. And then Justin Frazier wrote a great essay about Howling at the Moon. Ryan Stewman. So many great chapters. I mean, I just named a couple of people, but one of the people I really, really want to thank who acted at the very last minute on my begging and pleading and saying, this is really important. And by the way, it's so important that I need you to do it in the next half a day, is Brad Ball, who designed the cover art of our book. And he did it without asking any questions and didn't ask or didn't give me any excuses as to why he couldn't produce, and produced a painting for us that we put on the cover of the Coronavirus Collective. That's the heart that you see there on the cover, and that's a painting he did. So thank you so much, Brad. Thank you to all the authors. I'm sorry if I didn't name you, but I loved your chapter. I've spoken to Jeff about several chapters that I've loved so much.
Yeah, well, listen, for what it's worth, just to be clear, in case people don't know what the book's about, what we did is we took 26 authors all around the world. They wrote single chapters each about what they were dealing with and how they were dealing with and how they were thinking about and how they were looking at everything that was going on with the global shutdown. The shutdowns, all written in the first 3 weeks of the global shutdown. It's a unique time capsule into that period of time, and it's very helpful. For me, I can't even pick a favorite chapter because there's so many great chapters. A couple of people that I would like to mention real quick. Josh Wood wrote an excellent chapter. Rachel Lucas wrote an amazing chapter about getting sick and traveling, across Africa. And there's just so many more. Like Mike Flowers wrote an amazing chapter. That's another one that you asked to write a chapter at the very last minute. And he put a chapter together for us about how worship is not canceled, and how just because we can't go to our chosen church doesn't mean that we can't continue to worship God. I mean, the whole book is just chock full of amazing insight. Lucy wrote an amazing chapter. Pele wrote an amazing chapter. I mean, I think we probably missed a few people, but there's so many great chapters in there, and I want to thank everyone for that. So get the book, support the charities, and we're going to look forward to seeing this be the #1 ranking Amazon bestseller of all time. They're going to buy a lot of books for that. So
you got a lot of
books.
So when we were saying 10, we really meant 1,000.
Thousands, actually.
Just for a small investment of about $15,000, you two can make this book a bestseller.
That's right. But listen, all kidding aside, if you are going to buy the book, please do so right away. If you have an Amazon Prime account, it's free shipping. If you don't have Amazon Prime account, little pro tip, if you buy 3 books, you get free shipping. So if you're thinking you're going to buy 1 or 2 books, maybe just pick up that 3rd copy, get the free shipping, give a couple away as gifts. Feel free to share this post, share the other posts that we're putting out today with your friends and family. Get as many people as you can to buy the book. We really appreciate your support, and we look forward to hearing how much you enjoyed it when it arrives in a few days.
Yeah, and just to end this, we don't want to keep you guys too long. We know it's Sunday night, and we appreciate the people who are watching this right now. This will be a public post. So feel free just to share the video, or Jeff and I will both have posts on our personal pages that will be public that we encourage you to share as well. This is just such an important time to give more of ourselves, to see what we're made of, and to give to those who are less fortunate. And this is one way that you can do it. And we, from the bottom of our hearts, appreciate any kind of help, whether it's buying a book, buying several books, or just promoting the book itself. Anything you can do. I feel like I'm on the Jerry Lewis telethon, or like one of those PBS. Oh, we should have been giving out tote bags. We screwed this up.
Oh, we really did. You know what? But we did give away the option to get a signed copy of the book. And if someone does buy 1,000 copies, I commit to sign all 1,000 copies. I'm just saying.
I feel like we missed a golden opportunity here, where we should have like interrupted something we were showing, we were doing like a live reading of the chapter, and then we came in and we're like, "Hi, did you enjoy that live reading of that chapter? Well, chapters like those are supported by viewers like you, and you can receive a copy of the Coronavirus Collective just by making a simple donation to Amazon of $15 today. And if you act now, you'll get this lovely tote bag as well." So
I realized I really missed the boat on this. I should have put you like this while you were doing that. Go ahead and start over.
No, I think they're good. I think the audience is good. They've had enough. They've had.
If you say so.
Come back. Hurry up and come back. I can't.